Hey y'all, I'm Hope and welcome to a weekend reading vlog. I have quite a bit of reading I want to try and do this weekend, so I thought it'd be fun to vlog it and maybe that would give me a little extra motivation to get through some of my reading plans for the weekend. Also, I bought a loom recently, an Ashford 24-inch rigid heddle loom, and I'm really looking forward to assembling it. So that's the other thing I'm probably going to do this weekend. So I'll probably include that somewhere in here. My cat is fussing by the door. It's not even shut, bro. He came in. He's fine. He doesn't like it when I push doors too. Anyway, I need to assemble that loom sometime this weekend, so I'll probably do that. Probably include that somewhere in this vlog. But I'm really excited about that. I bought a rigid heddle loom because I've done some small scale weaving and really enjoyed it, and I was thinking it would be a good way to use up some of my stash yarns. And also I have a repetitive strain injury problem with my right wrist, and so sometimes I'm not able to knit or crochet like I want to, so I thought that weaving would be nice because it would give me an alternative, something that I could still craft while I'm like watching TV or whatever, but might be a little bit easier on my wrists, not quite so many like very small movements. So that's basically the plan for the weekend, so let's talk about what I'm going to be reading. I have a few things I'd like to get caught up on, the first of which is my current buddy read, which is The Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. My best friend and I are currently buddy reading the whole series this month. That's the plan anyway. We were trying to do 2 chapters a day. We both ended up behind, and I got caught up and then I got behind again. So I want to get caught up on this again, and if I can, I would like to go ahead and finish Fellowship of the Ring this weekend, which would put me 1 day ahead because we should be finishing this on Monday. So if I could be 1 day ahead, that would give me a little extra time to catch up on some other things. But I'm really enjoying rereading this. I'd kind of forgotten the kind of fairy tale bedtime story-esque tone of Lord of the Rings, and I'm really just enjoying being back in this world and rereading this one in preparation to eventually get back to and finish Return of the King. So this is going pretty well, other than being a little behind. And then I also want to work on my partner pick for TBR Betrayal, which originally was Lovecraft Country, but I'm not really that interested in reading this right now. It's been sitting on my desk, and the longer it's sitting there, the more I'm like, I am not in the mood to read this. I'm not even sure if I'm going to keep this on my shelf. I might end up unhauling it. If I wanted to read it later, my library has an ebook, so it wouldn't be a big deal, but I definitely know that I'm not in the mood to read it right now. So what I ended up doing was I texted my partner and asked him to pick a new partner pick, because I know he was excited when I had told him that there was a partner pick for TBR Betrayal, and he was excited to pick something. So I did want to make sure there was still something that he chose on the list. So this time around, because currently he's really into manga, he's chosen volumes 3 and 4 of Spy X Family for me to read. I don't own volume 4, but the library has that one as an ebook as well. So I'm going to try and get to these sometime this weekend, and I think this will be fun. I really enjoy manga as like a kind of palette cleanser between other things, and I really like Spy X Family because it's very funny and charming. So this one's following Twilight, who is a spy, and he's like infiltrating this private school in his enemy country because the guy that he needs information from is a hermit, and he only comes out to go to his, or he's not a hermit, he's a recluse, and he only comes out to go to his son's events at this boarding school. And so Twilight has to get a wife and a child so that he can get close to this guy, and it basically follows all the shenanigans that ensue out of that. It's really fun, and like I said, very charming. The relationships in here are very sweet, so I'm looking forward to picking these up, and I thought this was a great alternative pick. I'm grateful that he picked something short as well. And then I have one other TBR Betrayal thing I'd like to get through with, if I can, or at least make some progress on, which is The Beautiful Ones by Sylvia Moreno Garcia, which I chose for the favorite author prompt. And I started this months ago and never got very far. I think I'm like 80 pages in, so actually I got quite a ways. I got almost 100 pages in. It's not even a long book. But at the time that I was reading this, I was just really not in the mood for this kind of novel of manners style of writing, and as much as I love Sylvia Moreno Garcia, I ended up putting it down, and now I'm feeling like I'm ready to get back to it. It's very springy. Got all these like pretty flowers, and Nina is like wants to be an entomologist, and she's like delightful. So it just seems like a really great spring book, and I'm looking forward to getting back into this one, and I would like to knock this one out this weekend if I can. We'll see. It might be a bit of a big task trying to get through Lord of the Rings and this at the same time, but I am really excited to get back into it. And then the last thing I'm reading is I got an audiobook because I wanted something to listen to while I was working today, and I started The Girls Never Gone by Sarah Glenn Marsh, which is a YA horror story about a girl named Dare who is creating a podcast about this supposedly haunted manor, and she's going there for the summer to volunteer as part of the team that is renovating the manor to turn it into like a local museum. And she's going to try and solve the mystery of this girl who drowned there 30 years ago, who is believed to be haunting the manor. So she's going to investigate that. She makes friends with 2 other girls who are there as well. And it just is really fun so far. I've read about 20% of it. And first of all, I would highly recommend the audiobook. I think the narrator is doing a great job, and I often struggle with audiobooks, so that really is an important thing to me. But also, it's just fun. It's very, like, it gives me, like, Nancy Drew meets the Magnus Archives vibes, which seems like a very weird combination, but it's like teen amateur sleuth, potentially paranormal happenings. So those things kind of mash together, and I'm really enjoying it so far. It's very fun, and I may listen to some more of that while I am assembling the loom sometime this weekend. Also, I need to do some chores like clean the sink in my bathroom. Very exciting stuff. So I have that to listen to as well while I'm doing other things. But those are all the things I'm hoping to read this weekend. I think this evening I'm going to go ahead and start with Lord of the Rings, because I would like to try and get through at least a couple of chapters tonight. I should be getting to... It's not on the bottom of the stack, so I gotta pull it back out. I should be getting to where this sticky note is. It's about 100 pages, I think. I'm on page 245, and I should be at 359, so I'm a little over 100 pages away from where I should be finishing for the evening. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna start with, and hang out with cats. I'll include cat videos if I get any good clips of the boys doing their thing. Well, it's like a couple hours later, and I did not get through a couple chapters. I am giving up for the night. I'm very tired, but I did manage to read one chapter. I read Many Meetings, so it's just before the Council of Elrond. And yeah, it's basically like Frodo wakes up and here's a bunch of people he knows, and he's gonna go talk to people and kind of get filled in on what happened. So that's where I'm leaving off. That means I have 3 more chapters of what I intended to read today left. And I'm gonna go ahead and move my sticky note for the 2 chapters for tomorrow. So I got a good chunk of reading ahead of me, but I also don't have many plans tomorrow other than assembling my loom, probably. I don't know if I'll do that tomorrow or Sunday, but should have plenty of time to work on this tomorrow. And that's what I'm gonna do, because right now I'm very sleepy and I need to go to bed. Like I haven't moved. I'm in the same spot, but I have. It is currently Saturday evening now. I have done almost nothing today. I spent most of the day fighting a migraine, so my head has been hurting. I've been nauseous all day. My cat is biting me. Okay, fine. This little one, when he wants attention, he likes to give you a little nip. Rude little guy. Anyway, I've had a migraine all day, haven't done anything. I am just now sitting down to read some of Lord of the Rings. I'm gonna see if I can get through like at least a chapter today. I'm still gonna be like way behind, but like, it is what it is, you know. Can't predict everything happening, so yeah, that's the plan for the evening. It's like 8:30 almost, so I think I could do like 1 chapter. That seems doable. That's about what I read yesterday too, so better than nothing, I think. But yeah, see if my cat comes and joins me. Sometimes when I'm reading in here, he gets annoyed because he's like, you're doing far too much reading and not enough petting me. So we'll see if he comes back to ram his head into my arm and demand loveys. You get in there, buddy. Well, it is Sunday now. It's Sunday morning. Is it still morning? Barely. It's 11:30. I woke up kind of late today. I am finally emerging from my kind of migraine fog. Still had a headache this morning, took some ibuprofen. That seems to have helped it. But I did manage to read one more chapter of Lord of the Rings last night, so I got through the Council of Elrond portion. And this is where I'm at. I don't think I've moved this yet to have the sticky note in the right place for today, but I will probably go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to start reading again. I have a little bit of time right now prior to this afternoon when we are going to be getting some lunch with some family friends, so I'm very excited about that. It'll be good to see them. I'm going to a restaurant that's got like some outdoor seating and stuff, so we're going to be doing that, and yeah, I'm going to read up until it's time to leave. So that's the plan for today for now, and then I think this afternoon I will finally assemble my loom and maybe do some baking. So I just got home from getting lunch with our family friends. That was really nice. It was good to see them, and now I want to put together the loom, which is sitting over here. It's in a big ol' box. So I'm gonna put that together. Elwood down here is probably gonna help me. So yeah, that is the plan going forward. So after several hours of work, the loom is finally completed. That's after one dead battery and 2 very upset cats. Pumpkin's over here. Elwood's down here by my legs getting into a box he shouldn't be getting into, but it's fine. Yeah, so the loom is finally complete. I'll probably insert footage here. He's blessing it. But I really am glad that it's done. This was kind of a time-consuming process, more so than I anticipated, but I'm really excited to start using the loom. I'm not going to do that tonight. I need to spend some time picking some yarns and deciding what I'm going to make first, but I'm just really excited this is finally put together. And one thing that was nice about it being so time consuming is that I was able to listen to quite a big chunk of The Girls Who Never Gone. So I was at 19-ish% when I started. I'm now past the 50% mark. Sir! Sir! I gotta go stop my cat from slapping himself in the face. Sir. Sir. That is a rubber band. It is not for you. What have you to say for yourself? He doesn't care. He's just gonna get on the loom because he's a chaos cat. Anyway, loom's done, and I listened to a good chunk of The Girls Who Never Gone. Let's get back over here. Alright, so thoughts on the book so far. It's very fun. I'm really enjoying it. I really like the friendships that are forming between Dare, who is the protagonist, and the two other girls at the house who are volunteering, Quinn and Holly. So I'm really enjoying the friendships there. There's also a really cute sapphic romance starting that I think is really sweet, and I'm enjoying that part of it as well. And then, oh, also Dare has type 1 diabetes, and that's quite a big part of the narrative. There's a lot about how that affects her day-to-day life and how she has to like manage it while she's doing all these other things, and how it affects her self-image. So I think that's a really interesting conversation. I've never seen anything with in a book with a character with type 1 diabetes. So I think that that is a really nice element, and I'm enjoying those conversations in it as well. It's just very spooky and fun. So if you're looking for something spooky, fun, easy to listen to, or easy to read, I would highly recommend this one so far. I'm probably not going to finish it tonight because I think I'm going to switch gears and probably read some of Lord of the Rings again, but I am really enjoying The Girls Who Never Gone so far. Well, I have now read 2 chapters in Lord of the Rings. I am still way behind, but I'm glad to have made some progress. I've read The Ring Goes South and A Journey in the Dark. That's the part that I've read. I really like this part. I think that the mines are pretty spooky, so that's kind of fun, and it's a little bit different tone than the earlier parts of the book. And I'm just really enjoying being back in the world of Lord of the Rings. I have already read Fellowship of the Ring and The Two Towers. This is a reread. I think I said this at the beginning, but it's a reread so I can actually finish the series. So really enjoying my time back in these books and looking forward to reading more. I should be finishing this tomorrow. I don't know if that's going to happen. I have just shy of 100 pages left, and I'm also getting a haircut tomorrow, I believe. So don't know if I'll actually finish it, but I'm going to do my best to get as far as I can. But yeah, even though this weekend didn't really turn out the way I intended, I'm glad that I have made some progress anyway. And I think with that, I'm going to end this vlog here. It's about 10 o'clock and I need to get ready for bed because I have work in the morning. And it's going to be really annoying if I'm exhausted tomorrow because I stayed up too late reading. So I'm just going to end this vlog here. That's basically it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you've enjoyed it. If you have, I hope you'll consider giving it a like and maybe even subscribing to see what comes next. I currently post every Saturday, so there's more content coming soon. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.